The reason I was meeting Andre was that an acquaintance of mine, George...
But we have a mutual
Time to make your acquaintance.
Someone of our acquaintance.
What was the nature of your acquaintance?
I am delighted to finally make your acquaintance.
Acquaintance, but I find loyal go.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, ma'am.
Old friends call me John. Acquaintances call me Scotty.
I'm happy to make your acquaintance.
Thank you so
So
much.
all I can think of now is that you try and do so through friends and
I don't know what
acquaintances.
this song means. I mean, should old acquaintance be forgot? Does that
Let
mean...
old acquaintance be forgot.
The reason I was meeting Andre was that an acquaintance of mine, George Grassfield, had called me and just insisted that I had to...
I'm sorry, do we know each other?
No, but we have a mutual acquaintance, Luc Tessier.
Say hello.
Hi. Charmed to make your acquaintance. Although perhaps charmed is really overstated.
You want someone who would pray write these letters? Someone of our acquaintance. Then you and your plumbing persona could offer them for sale.
Times. What was the nature of your acquaintance?
I knew the Marshal long ago.
May I just say my husband and I are delighted to finally make your acquaintance.
Absolutely, and likewise.
Expectations and comforts of sudden respect and acquaintance, but I find loyal go to very well. Very well go to, I can't...
Friend of mine, Jane Braxton.
How do?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, ma'am.
She's born and bred here, Cal, and ready for city lights.
Anna Jack.
Oh, John, mostly. Old friends call me John. Acquaintances call me Scotty.
I shall call you Mr. Ferguson.
Oh, gee whiz.
Congressman?
About time.
And I suppose this is Mrs. Hedges.
That's right.
Well, I'm happy to make your acquaintance.
Thank you so much.
Sit down, Congressman.
You have 2 weeks to trade it in at the tax department. So all I can think of now is that you try and do so through friends and acquaintances.
I'll never manage alone.
What does this song mean? My whole life, I don't know what this song means. I mean, should old acquaintance be forgot? Does that mean that we should forget old acquaintances? It doesn't mean that if we happen to forget them...
Another song which we can sing.
Okay. Let old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind.
Congratulations, Mr. Commissioner.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Commissioner. Come on inside, I want to get another picture of you.
Pile of garbage.
I was her friend.
You weren't a friend.
All right, acquaintance, all right? We were close, and I was just...
She was attractive.
I know a couple of big old bull queers that just love to make your acquaintance. Especially that big white mushy butt of yours.
Gentlemen, here he is. I found him for you. Don Emiliano Zapata, one of my oldest acquaintances.
I think we know each other.
Prisoner will withstand it.
Mr. Vole, at the time that you made the acquaintance of Mrs. French, were you employed?
No, sir.
How much money did you have?
Sir, everyone I know is looking forward to serving under you for another term.
You must have very limited acquaintanceship. Tom and I were at college together.
Yourself? He was just praising Lady Bagshaw's maid.
Well, how did she contrive to make your acquaintance?
She didn't contrive anything. We met by chance.
Well, we'd certainly be interested in making his acquaintance, but without knowing what he's going to do.
To you, Emma. Weren't you glad to come across old acquaintances in Rouen?
Don't you think your timing is a trifle inopportune?
That's a lie, too.
That is Mr. Joel Cairo. Cairo was an acquaintance of Thursby's. He came into my office late this afternoon and hired me to find something that Thursby was supposed to have on him.
Is that the problem?
More like acquaintances, but I like the guy.
Well, the fat fuck, he was given a choice.
If she's the niece, the house probably belongs to her. And if you're trying to make the acquaintance of a pretty woman, you've no right to use official business as an excuse.
Headquarters unless I hear from you tonight. Very well. I'm looking forward to making your acquaintance. Goodbye, Colonel.
This is Wilhelmina Harker. Mina's prior acquaintance with a reluctant League member may prove useful.
I'm waiting to be impressed.
Pertaining, well, it's meaning, regarding. Oh, what's it regarding? I'm an old acquaintance of hers. Danae? One moment.
I have known you as a gallant antagonist. I am happy to make your acquaintance as a friend.
And I yours, Monsieur le Marquis.
People are asked to mail the folder to someone who might know him. They can send it to a friend, relative, or acquaintance, but they have to send it, and this is key, to a person.
You shouldn't have done that, Mother. Obviously one of your nightclub acquaintances. You should have let me speak to him. You call back in the morning if he's...
Do you know anyone in Los Angeles?
No.
Any acquaintances? Okay. Any companions? Anybody here who might be able to verify?
Let me speak to you about something, Falk. I have an acquaintance out in California who produces, and he's doing some comedy shows on television, and...
Elsa, this here's Judge Tolliver.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, my dear.
And that there's Kate. She's your bridesmaid.
Is about to die. Is that the action of a casual acquaintance, monsieur?
I know absolutely nothing about Louis Bernard.
No.
How do you do, Mr. Barry? And now I'm afraid we must get on to the more regrettable stage of our brief acquaintance. Turn around and keep your hands high.
It's good to make your acquaintance, Jacob. And I hope you get your bakery.
To them all. I ain't 16. My uncle had an acquaintance with a man who used to be a doctor. And that's what he said.
What was it, a mugging? That's what his friends are saying.
I'm afraid I assumed he was knocked off by an acquaintance, maybe somebody we had a drink with.
Is that what you think?
Well, then you know there's...
Well, sir, Tier 1 suspects have been interrogated. Cars and premises have been checked, friends and acquaintances. We've opened up surveillance on Tier 2 and 3 suspects, but nothing active.
No. No previous acquaintance. His daughter helped me. She directed the black ship.
With our mutual friend, Captain Sparrow.
More acquaintance than friend. How do you know him?
We've had dealings in the past.
I'm Charlie.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Charlie.
Izzy?
Mr. Craddock. Welcome to our city of
Womack, Lord of the Naked Devils of that region, and, by the by, an acquaintance of mine. So I get talking to his nibs, and he proposes to sell her.
Who are your friends? Pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr. Hogwallop. My name's Ulysses Everett.
Acquaintance of mine's been there, but I hadn't. Never had any reason to.
I wouldn't rather be a great guy than a great actor. That is, until I made your acquaintance.
Can I be both?
Chances are the way you're going, you...
Dick Turpin.
Please make your acquaintance.
I am grateful to you for dragging me into that ridiculous evening. We're not to make the acquaintance of Mr. Glacier otherwise. Now, girls, I believe we have some macaroons somewhere.
I never had the pleasure of making that sweet little girl's acquaintance. Bobby Earl coached me a little bit on the details.
Excuse me.
Saham po brahmanyasmi.
That he would compromise a lady's reputation by stepping out with her, scarcely having made her acquaintance.
I think you are a great deal too anxious, brother.
I'm David. You're alive, but I'm busy right now.
You'll be happy to know I made some acquaintances. They came to see you.
I'm a little busy right now, Dad.
He was such a polite man. You know, we only had a passing acquaintance on the stairs, you know.
I'm Mr. Messenger's cousin.
Your wife's involvement in this, there must have been something in the past. Your friend and acquaintance, unexplained absence.
Cleaned up. I gotta go.
Where?
Farouk got me FaceTime with an old acquaintance.
No.
Yeah.
Midnight, they go nuts. Everybody kisses anybody. Then because they just met each other, they sing Should Old Acquaintance Be Forgot.
How long you figure it takes to sing that song?